going on, everybody? So I'm back with another video and hope everyone's having a great day. So I know it's been a while, but I am back. I'm going to start uploading onto YouTube once again. I just been uploading a lot over on TikTok and Instagram, so that's where I kind of been over the last couple of months, just uploading short form content. But in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my favorite iOS 18 features. So let's get started. First off, we now have the ability to rearrange apps and widgets anywhere on our home screen. So if I tap in and hold it into wiggle mode, you can see that I can drag this volume app anywhere on the home screen. And this is also going to work with the widgets as well. I don't know why Apple took so long to add this, but it's finally here in iOS 18. Also, if you click this edit button, we can now customize and change the size of our icons from either small to large. So if you do click on large, it is going to remove the app names, which will give it a nice look. But personally for me, I like to keep it on small. And you can even change the app icon color. So you can see right here that you get a little slider where you can change the colors. Personally for me, this is kind of cool, but I don't know if I would actually use this. I'd rather just change my icons individually using the shortcuts method. We now have the ability to lock any apps with Face ID, and it's finally here. This is going to work for any application. You don't need to use shortcuts or any other weird method. You can just tap and hold on to the app that you want to lock. And now right here, it's going to say require Face ID. And you can require Face ID and hide and require Face ID if you don't want to get that little Face ID logo at the top of the page. But I'm going to click on require Face ID. And now when I do open up the Clockology app, it is going to require my Face ID at all times. And now if we open up our control center and we turn on the flashlight, we have this cool redesign. And a cool little feature is you can actually control the beam to be either wide or narrow. So I can make it wide right here or even narrow, and you can see, and just the little details that Apple did for this flashlight is pretty cool. If we take a look at my lock screen, we normally have the flashlight and camera, but you can see I now have the Shazam as my shortcut, and we can now change this in iOS 18. So if we actually go into our customize on our lock screen right here, you can see we can now remove the flashlight. Click on the little plus logo, and now you have a bunch of other options right here. So if you want to open up app control, you want to open up scan code, timer, alarm, you can do that now in iOS 18. I do hope that they do add more third-party apps because a lot of these are just from stock apps on iOS, but we will have to wait and see. So we finally now have the ability to record video with background audio. So before, when you would record a video on your iPhone or iPad, it would automatically pause your audio and that's it running in the background. But now you can turn on this setting by heading into the settings application, going to camera, record sound, and you want to make sure you have the allow audio playback toggled on so this feature will work. If you saw the control center earlier, you can see that it does look a little bit different. So now if I click on this little plus icon, we can now add a control and we can actually resize them. So there's a bunch of different controls here, and just like the lock screen, I do hope that they add more like third-party apps in the future. So if we want like the remote, we can add that. We can resize it to our liking. And also we do have vertical scrolling pages. So if I scroll down right here, we have our music, we have our other toggles. We can resize those and even add more toggles here. There's now RCS support for messaging. So you want to turn this on in the settings application by going into your messages section. So we're going to scroll down right here, and then you want to scroll down even more and you want to look for RCS messaging, and you want to make sure you have that toggled on. So this is finally going to work on iOS. It's been a while, but it's finally here. Speaking of the messages application, we now have emoji tap back. So you just want to tap and hold onto a message, and we can select any emojis we want. So if I want this one right here, you can just tap on that and it's going to automatically show up right there. Also, a pretty cool thing with the messages application is we now have the option to schedule a text message. So before you're about to send a text message, you just want to click on this plus icon, and now there's a new option which says send later, and then you can select the date and time on when you want to send that exact text message. The Reminders app and calendar now integrate together. So when you do set a reminders in the Reminders application, so you can see right here, I have pay phone bill set to tomorrow at 12 p.m. So now when I open up my calendar application, you can see if I go to my calendar, it's going to show that exact reminder right here. And I can even check it off and mark it as complete, and it will sync between both of the applications. Now the calculator app got a massive update. So if I click on this little calculator in the bottom left hand corner, we can now turn on convert, and we can do currency conversion right here. So if I want to go from Canadian to USD, I can do that. So I'll just type in 25, and that's going to be 1839 in USD. And you can even change it to other countries as well. And they've also added a history section, so you can go back and look at your previous calculations. But one of my favorite features about this app now is if you click on the calculator icon, we now have math and notes, so you can actually handwritten your own problems. So you can see if I draw a problem, so let's do a very basic one, 1 plus 1, and then put the equal sign. It's going to automatically solve it for me. I'll do a bit more of a complex one, so if I do 933 times 743, let me just retype that in, and there it is. It solved it for me. Now you definitely can get into more complex problems, so this is going to be very useful if you're in school right now. But the calculator did get a massive update. So those are some of my favorite iOS 18 features. Obviously, there are a ton more. So if you want me to cover more iOS 18 content, let me know down below in the comments section. And I will be uploading more on YouTube. I know I took quite a bit of a break from uploading a long form content, but I am finally back. So there you guys have it. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one.